So if you've been tracking along with us through 2 Corinthians chapter 4, Paul is building this case for us as Christ followers as to why we should not give up, why we should be persistent and persevere in this ministry that God has given us to share the gospel of Jesus Christ in the world. Now we've come to verse 6 of 2 Corinthians 4. Let me read it for you. It says, "For God, who said, 'Let light shine out of darkness,' has shone in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ." Now, what we've been talking about these last couple of verses is the fact that this is God's work. Salvation is God's work. He says earlier, didn't he? We commend ourselves to you for Christ's sake. This is not about who we are and what we can do and what we have figured out about life. This is about Jesus Christ and the difference that he makes in our lives. Now, it's really interesting here in verse 6, he uses an analogy of creation. The same God who said, "Let there be light," you remember that, right? Over in Genesis chapter 1, it says that the earth was empty and darkness moved across the face of the deep. Everything was dark until God did what? Till God intervened, until he interacted with that dark world and said, "Let there be light." And there was light, Moses says. He records for us in the creation account. The same God who looked at this dark world and said, "Let there be light," looks at us, looks at our hearts and says what? Let there be light, the light of the gospel of Jesus Christ. This light is shone in our hearts to give us the knowledge of God through Christ. What I want you to just grab onto today, folks, and take with you as your thought of the day is that everything about life, about salvation, about godliness is wrapped up in the person of Jesus Christ. So many people in our world today say, "Oh, Jesus Christ is offensive. We can't force people we can't direct people to Christ because Jesus was the one that said, 'I'm the only way. There are many ways to God.'" No, my friends, that is the absolute worst thing that people could think. There is one way to God, and it is through Jesus Christ. In the person of Christ lies everything that we need. What did the writer to the Hebrews say to us over in Hebrews chapter 12? We need to fix our eyes on Christ. He is the author of our faith. He is the perfecter of our faith. He is everything. Friends, keep your eyes on Jesus Christ and direct people to him.